Hello friends. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to share and like this video with your friends and family. Thank you so much everyone. Asked what they would most like to be able to do if they were superheroes, a number of Wales rugby players before the 2007 World Cup replied that they would want to fly. There were other responses. Ian Goff wanted X-ray vision, while Alex Pocock fancied being invisible. 6 months after the somewhat novel question was posed, Warren Gatland arranged things so that Pocock was never seen in a Wales squad again, but that probably wasn't what the likeable back rower had in mind when he came up with his original answer. Yet the really interesting response came from Gethin Jenkins. Not for him hurtling about unaided high above us all, or peering through walls, or not being visible. No, Wales's captain for the game with Australia wanted the power to read minds. It's uncertain if he has since had any joy on that front, but in the unlikely event that he has, he could put it to good use before the match with the Wallabies by looking around the home dressing room and finding out how many Wales players truly believe they will walk off the field as winners. Alan Wynne-Jones's withdrawal after the tragic passing of his father means just 2 players remain who have tasted success for Wales against Australia, Jenkins himself and Jamie Roberts, and even those 2 have been second best many more times than they have won. Lee Halfpenny has actually lost all 10 games he has played for his country against the Wallabies, Dan Liddy 8-9, Alex Cuthbert and George North 8 apiece. The gruesome figures could go on, accompanied by the thought that it is going to need some effort mentally for Wales to finally stop their sequence of woe in this fixture. It isn't impossible, but from somewhere they need belief on a scale that Gavin Henson infused the 2005 Grand Slam team with. They hadn't beaten England in Cardiff for 11 years, but Henson had extraordinary faith in his own ability and his confidence spread to others. Of course, so much more was required back then and will be if Wales are to stop 11 defeats in a row against the Aussies ticking over to 12. Consider the Wallaby threats. Israel Folau, soaring high in the air and running the ball back from deep. Tick. Bernard Foley, scheming and bringing into play his centres with passes that sweet they might be coated with honey. Tick. Stephen Moore's battle-hardened aggression. Tick. David Pocock's pilfering skills. Tick. Michael Hooper's athleticism and work at the breakdown. Tick. The current Australian outfit, according to no less a judge than Graham Henry, are one of the worst ever sides to pull on the green and gold jersey. But when you consider the threats mentioned above, you realize that beating them, poor form or not, on home turf or otherwise, is likely to require something Herculean from the men in red. As ever, you suspect Pocock holds the key. Sam Warburton has rarely come close to nullifying his extraordinary breakdown prowess, and in the absence of the injured captain that job will largely fall to Justin Tipuric. The clamour for the inclusion of the Ospreys Open side has been significant for some time, and while Tipuric has already proved he belongs among the most elite company, his status will be stratospheric if he can somehow prevent Pocock's contribution from being the decisive one. Hello friends. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.